Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for waiting. So let me. Oops. Why? Wait me a second. Discord were asking me some question. I need to restart. Yeah. Wait me a second. All right. So. mm, all right. Sorry for the hiccup. So it looked like Discord was trying to force me to quit and join again. So that's why we're here. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll pick our 20. Please come and join us. All right. Hey Alvin, hey Andre, hey Joy, hey Ty, hey Metis Specimen, and there's a like always old face. All right. So let me start to sharing my screen share, and I'm going to start to choosing the screen. Wait, why cannot I choosing this screen? I think there's some reason, some problem with Discord, because today it was kind of like totally new UI for me. And okay, I just choosing this one. Anyway, so we have Discord now. So I hope that everyone you can see my screen now. So this is office hour number 20. Today we are going to talk about two things. One is the AgenticFlow MCP on ChatGPT. So following up with last week announcement. So right now we make it work on AgenticFlow already, and I will show you like how you can connect an MCP into ChatGPT and using that to drive your agent and so on. And second one is how can you SEO your website as a as knowledge to your agent. The reason is this is something new that we just bring up today. So we hope that we can help you to experimenting with that, and perhaps that if you have any feedback, you can also help to share with me. And we are going to put this roadmap for October discussion. Yeah, so I think it's about time. We will also take some time to listen to your feedback on what should we build on October, and perhaps that we can have some open time for a quick Q&A as well. So that will be three topics of today. All right. So let me open this show the chat log. Hey, yeah, thanks that that's a road. So let me come back into this one. So first one is AgenticFlow MCP. So last week I already make a video about this one. I show you a demo, and right now I'm going to show you how to set it up. But firstly, I will show you like how is the status. Okay, so this is how you will see the AgenticFlow will be added. So let me check. So you see this one. So as you can see in here, this is the AgenticFlow MCP. It has been enabled and it's connected here. But you will need to enable the developer mode. And I'm going to what tool do you have? Yeah, so I'm going to add ChatGPT on this one. And basically, add ChatGPT is going to okay, it can do health check on AgenticFlow, listing a certain node type, creating, updating, or validating, executing, managing app connection, and get workflow detailed result. So these are the action that we provide to ChatGPT so that it can help us to discovering whatever action that we already have, and then perhaps it can help us to build some workflow and agent as well. Okay, so yeah, I'll fetch my list of workflow top 5. Maybe let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so what is there is that it's going to trigger action that call to our server, and we just list the workflow, and we just remember and we confirm. Okay, so for some reason, perhaps that the workflow is not updated, or there's a missing workflow and API key ID. So in order to do this one, so I will show you how you can troubleshoot this kinds of issue. Okay, so firstly, you need to go into setting, and second, you go to connector. So in here, I already do the connected in here, but maybe there's something wrong on this one. I will delete this connection. Okay, so it's gone. So let me start from the beginning. So when you go into your ChatGPT for the first time, you will show here, and it will enable the developer mode. But in here, there will be no any of the developer mode in here. So what first one, you need to enable developer mode. So you go into this one, you go to setting, you go to connector, and then you scroll down to advanced setting, and then you switch on this developer mode. So if you switch off, and you go into here and you new chat, you will not able to see the developer mode. But if you go to the setting and then you enable that, then you will able to having the developer mode. Okay, make sure having this on, and in here it will have developer mode, and you need to connect more resource. So when you click in here, this will asking you to give a name, the decryption, and the MCP's URL, and also the authentication method. And for us, it's going to be AgenticFlow MCP. So you can either like type as after me, or you just like mcp.agenticflow.ai.mcp. That's just like this. Okay, and go back to ChatGPT, paste here, and the tool you just call AgenticFlow MCP, and this MCP is using for control your AgenticFlow workspace. Okay, I trust this application. You can add an icon if you want, and then you click create. Error fetching or out fetching. Maybe there's some error. Let me create this one. All right. After we first one, it's going to asking you to choosing the workspace that you currently have, and then you need an API key. So when you can get this API key, it's very simple. You go into your AgenticFlow, and then you go into the API key section, and then you just click on create a new API key. You name it like ChatGPT for MCP, and you create this one and copy this one. And you go back into the ChatGPT and you just paste here, and you click connect. Okay, so we say AgenticFlow MCP is now connected. And if you scroll down, you will see that there is a lot of action that we are providing for the MCP, or maybe ChatGPT. So it can list all of the node type, which is the action in the workflow, external MCP app, external tool, health check, all of these tools available. it can allow you create agent as well with name, model, and other configuration, and list agent, get agent, blah blah and blah blah. So basically, let just accept it as is, and then you go back here. You choose here, and you choose developer mode. You add a source, and you enable this one, and you say check connection. All right, so it is interconnected. Okay, so remember we have an action that say we can list an agent. So can you list top 5 agent I have? Yes, confirm. It's thinking. Why is the API error here? Can you get list of my workflow first? Okay. So it have the workflow done, but on the agent part, is maybe having something wrong with the agent. So we will check that. But in here, it is saying that I have top 5 workflow currently in my workspace, including enrich company, deep research, edit image, generate AI image, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. Let me go back into this one and I go into my workflow and see if it's true or not. And look like it's correct. So it was patching all of these workflow for me. So the power of the MCP is that it's not only listing, but actually you should be able to compose a new workflow based on this one. So can you help me to create a new workflow that allow me to generate a blog post when I paste a topic? Okay. ChatGPT is thinking for 12 seconds. It will starting to code some tool and helping me to create this workflow. It take a bit of time. Let's click on this one. You see, okay, it was creating. Okay, let's see what is the result. It take more time than I expected on this one. Okay, let me open a new chat. and then start with fresh. So as you can see in here, there will be some experimenting on this. This is quite new. So perhaps that we will do some testing. But for now, instead of like just ask it to create a workflow, I'm going to give it some system prompt. Okay. So if you remember when we are doing this one, we were building a copilot, like your own copilot in here. And in here, actually, what we have is we have like a prompt, the system for the agent in here. And in here, we just copy and tie up this prompt, and then we just pay here system prompts. So in here, what I just did is that I'm going to adding the agent a system prompt where I asking it like, you are an expert in AgenticFlow automation software, and here is your process. Like first, you always start conversation with health check, and then you discovery, and then you will analyzing. So basically, I'm turning ChatGPT into some of the tool that I have. So for example, this one is what health check have been passed, and AgenticFlow MCP is readable and responding. So I'm going to using a prompt that previously we are using on this part, and we will try to see if we have it. Okay, this one. Okay, let me copy this one, and we go back to ChatGPT, and we just say, okay, this one. So I'm asking it basically to evaluate some stock earning result from internet, and then send me a summarize with email, with email. So let's see what is come back with. I think for this one, the ChatGPT is actually going with off route, right? Instead of like it help me to building the workflow, but actually what it does is that it was just focusing on evaluating this one and putting back for me. Okay, I think I will just no, okay, it will start to calling tool, and it will start to creating a workflow in here. Okay, let's see what is it come back with. I don't know why, but it take much longer time than normally I would do. Or basically, just ChatGPT is slow. Okay, let me check on Discord. Is it will our Gemini allow connect to MCP? Google Gemini. Wait, let me recap. Will our Google Gemini allows connect through MCP? You mean the Gemini app, right? I don't know yet. I think on the Google level, they do have that kinds of capability, but in the Gemini app, they didn't announce that they have this kinds of capability yet. But if they do, then we can also have them to support as well, because the hardest part is already done, where we allowing the ChatGPT in order to interacting with our platform on our behalf. And perhaps that when we are building the good prompt and also good system and data and knowledge, it can be functioning as is. Okay. And second question from Mr. Specimen is, look like dev mode have been different color, orange, range, rather prompt. Yeah, correct. So I think it's they would like to distinguish between dev mode and normal mode so that people will not easily make mistake, I would say. And AgenticFlow SCP on connect to 10K. Yes. So technically, if everything is work well, I don't know what ChatGPT is having problem today, but basically, let me get in back here. Let me choose ChatGPT again. And developer mode, SCP. Can you search for MCP node about Gmail and tell me what it can do? Because in AgenticFlow MCP, we actually equipping a tool. Oh, oops. You need to call tools to check it. Yeah, I think we need to have a better prompting. So it will looking for available tool, and there's a resource, and it will calling tool. Okay, so it will search node type. Okay, I understand it's why it's so slow. As you can see, ChatGPT is just typing one letter after the other. It's just too slow. I don't know why. Okay. Not type Gmail not file. Okay, because on the note we do not have that, but we can have like this one. So search external MCP app. So this will give your agent or ChatGPT have the access to the list of all 10,000 MCP action that we already have. So it means like you can ask it to search for Gmail, to LinkedIn, and so on. So it will return. Okay, as you can see in here, it's accepted it true. So we have the MCP name Gmail here, and there's a description about this and category and so on and so on. So basically, ChatGPT is going to be able to get access to that, and because it can read what is this MCP needed, then it can actually easily to compose the new workflow with this MCP action as a one of the step in that workflow. Mhm. Oh, I think I pressed skip. Yeah, yeah. I think this is still very early for this MCP server. ChatGPT just announced to support it like a week ago, and we get it supported. So perhaps that we will need to have some exploration, but basically we can have. Okay. There you need to search using action search external MCP. Wait, I think these should have somewhere, right? Yeah, you go into setting, you go to connector, you go in here. You will see that how many action that we equip. So node type, search node, list MCP app or search. So this is the action that you should use in order to ask your ChatGPT to search for the existing or equivalent tool in order to get the information, and it will start to discovery and also kinds of like create a new workflow with that if everything go well. I think we have a AgenticFlow project, right? No, not this one. Okay, I don't know why, but this one is still stuck in it calling 2 for a very long time. Okay, how can it even like stop of this one? Not able to stop as well. No, you have me to create this workflow based on the SOP I told you. Mhm. It looks like this starting to getting better. It calling first tool to list node type. It calls second tool to list node. It will search for tool. It will start to calling. So it means actually it is starting to be having some agentic behavior where it will based on our original prompt. Like this one, I gave it some like SOP process and give it some of the example, and then it will starting to call different tool to try to discovery between like in our 10,000 MCP action, which action can be used in order to creating the workflow like what we are asking for here. So it will start to looping through all the process in order to try to building this one. This is crazy. Hmm. I was expecting GPT-5 is going to be easier on this part, but doesn't look like they can do it pretty well. Okay. Anyway, while we waiting for this one, let me open my Claude. And I'm thinking that I'm also able to turn on Claude connector as well. Okay, I'm going to ask Claude to looking for my workspace, and I'm going to maybe ChatGPT will fail me, but maybe Claude will not fail me. Claude desktop. Okay, let me create this one. I'm going back to my Claude. I paste here. I connect, and I'll open Claude. All right, look like Claude is much better. Let me open this one. Project. For some reason, it's not working as expected on this one. Even for Claude, it's also not having well structure as well. Uh, Code, write, learn. Let me take it one more time. Hmm. Okay, it's not working as expected. Yeah, I think that's. I was trying to make it work with the cloud, but I think there's some problem with the MCP server, so it is not like making back on this part. So sorry guys, I think today we're not able to demo it, on the cloud one. For ChatGPT, it is like that. So you can connect, and also you can start to experimenting with ChatGPT in order to have a feeling on how you can control agentic flow from ChatGPT. And because of like some of the experimenting will require some custom prompt, we will test this further. And when we have it, we can share it with you guys. But basically, whatever that you are currently seeing here, go to setting, go to connector, and go into agentic flow, you can use. So basically, you can acting on behalf of like ChatGPT. You can instruct it first one in order to maybe list some workflow and also to brainstorming with you. And when it have the detailed understanding about the workflow that you would like to would like to do, then maybe you can ask it to start to experimenting by search a node type that currently have and search an external MCP app so that it can browsing a 10,000 library in order to understand like in logically how is a workflow is going to work. And finally, it can be able to create a workflow for you. So I think I don't know why, but ChatGPT just somehow is too slow for me. It's work. So it can search for Gmail now, and it can having some other like Postmaster tool, Mixmatch, and Strict and Big Mailer. So it means it can discover the workflow. And right now, what you should need to do is perhaps that you can go into your workflow, and then you can for this one, copy this ID, and then you say, can you fetch this workflow? Okay, confirm. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. I don't know why. Is it true? Anyway, I think we will need to do it further on this part. Sorry, guys. I think this is kind of like half-baked feature. Maybe we will have come back to that later. All right, let's move to the next one. Sorry for taking a bit of time to announcing this one. But basically, so we are having that AgenticFlow MCP, and we will continue to optimize further on this part. Second one I would like to share with everyone is about SEO your website. So this is a new feature that we call is URL context by Google. So Google's were recently announcing this new feature. So it is kind of like a tool for that for Gemini API. So what they are using is that actually like you will feed the model with some of the information that can be PDF, it can be image, it can be web and other data file. But sometimes right now, if you are having a website, right, and you will do the kinds of like fetching, like web scraping. So it's not good because some of the website will block you. They will just ban you from crawling the data from their website. But it turned out that it will be easier because Google is actually creating an indexing of every website, like most of every website on the planet, right? So it means what it can do is it can be unlock, like synthesizing the content and also as an input. So you can web fetching this one. And for example, like let me open this so that we can look at real quick. So for example, like you can just give it a prompt, and then you include a URL into the prompt, and then it will be fetching the information and feed into the LM, and then the LM will automatically have the context of this one without having to run another scrapping. So this is powerful because there will be no longer like a blocking problem. So we currently integrated that into workflow. So you can go here. Maybe let me go into, let me create a new workflow, and UI context by rule. And we create a new workflow. And in here, if you search for URL context, it will allow you to asking this one. And then you will just, let me just delete this one. And we just say, this is a prompt, right? So I will just create an input. I just say this is a prompt. And in here, I will just say is required. And this one, it should be a prompt. This is a prompt. Okay, save this. And just passing directly into here. So let me go into this single input, and I would just say, I would do this one. Okay. Fetch these documents and also summarize this document. Okay. So I'm with, I think there's a big news like NVIDIA invest to OpenAI. For example, like this blog post. Okay. So this is a blog post, but I just want like help me summarize this website. This is the payword. Okay, let's do another one that perhaps straight time. This one. Okay, so this is creating this one, and right now it's more interesting. Let me creating another one, like OpenAI buy from Oracle. Okay, this one, and I'm going back here. I was saying, okay, and read this as well. Synthesize the result. Just run. So normally what you have to do before is you have to scrap the website, and then you need to concatenate it into a prompt. So you need to query, right? Actually, right now with this URL, Google URL context, then actually you can prompt. Okay. They also block it. Okay. Just because maybe just CNBC. Let me replay this one with this one. Okay, so as you can see in here, so we can have it two blog posts totally separated, and also it will synthesize the information, and it will including like NVIDIA will invest into OpenAI, and also OpenAI will purchase something from Oracle. Okay, wait, what? I was not able to access a second article from CNBC as well. Okay, it's payword, blah blah, and restriction prevent access. Okay, anyway, I think today the demo is not going so well on this part. I need to be well prepared from next time. But I think you guys understand the core idea about this one. So basically, instead of like you trying to scrapping the like 20 website, and then you will feed that into a list, and then you feed it to your LM. Right now, you don't need to do it anymore. You can just put everything into a prompt and choosing the model of Google, either Gemini 2.5 Pro or 2.5 Flash. And what it can do is that it's acting as like normal LM, but with ability of reading the web by default. So it will be helpful for some of the tasks that to fetching different URL. And according to Google, it will not limit it into website. It will also do PDF, so you can provide direct link to a PDF. So for example, like I'm going to put a PDF file that say small LM is the future of AI. So this is a very famous. So you just view PDF and you just copy this PDF and we just say get key ideas from this one. Just run it. Yeah, so Gemini read this PDF in a second, synthesize the information without even need you to upload the file. And this one, let's do another one as well. OpenAI release paper on how people use ChatGPT. This one, let me having the paper, the full working paper. Okay, this one. Okay, let me copy this link. Help me to understand how they link to this each other, and what is the future look like. Yep, run. So basically, you can kind of like producing the ability of your agent that reading the online documentation. And what is more powerful is this is a workflow, but you can equip that to your agent. And because your agent can compose these prompts to whatever you want, right? Okay. So it was saying, okay, this is the context. So the URL is blah, blah, blah. And this is the second paper is how people to use ChatGPT, and each other is that the uses, blah, blah, and blah, blah. Yep. So it will skip a lot. And let me create a new agent that agent with web browsing. Okay, let me create this new agent. In this agent, I'm going to just make it very simple. I'm just create one more workflow, this one, and I add. Okay, and I just using the same prompt, right? Read this. And this. So, extract key point, help me to write a blog post. Okay, it will trigger this one, URL context by Google, and it will just actually doing what exactly the same what we have in beside, and then it will starting to write a blog post with the context from these two websites without us having able to do web scraping. So that is just like bypass all the step, and yeah, you don't need to pay for service like file crawl or like API file in order to do this simple web scraping. Yeah. Is there a way to store information you just sync together into a Google Sheet? Yeah, of course. So you can kind of like either you can add new MCP into here. Search Google. Maybe just search Google Docs. But you can do the same. Can you write this blog post to new Google Docs file with relevant title? Yeah, because I have this Google Docs in here already, and suppose that my agent should be able to synthesize the information, writing a blog post, and upload into a new Google Docs file, or even like insert to new Google Sheet file. Yeah, it will go to Google Docs, create document. I have a feeling like the agent that on AgenticFlow is much faster than the agent in ChatGPT. I might be wrong, but yeah, seriously. Wow. Okay. It has been created new. Let me click on this one. Yep. So we have a new blog post, the future of AI, blah blah. I think this one is using a markdown, which is not so well, I would say. Maybe we just turn on file system and save. Uh, let's create a markdown file of this blog post so that I can download. Yep. Yeah, so you see that it have been creating a new file, the future of AI.md, and we can click on this one, and this is beautifully formatted. So it's look much nicer than this one, right? And actually, you can download this as a file, and then you can actually open it. So let me go into my Google Drive folder. So let me, for example, I'm open this one. I will just drop it here. Okay, I will open this one, and because the markdown file actually something that Google can I mean say can translate. So this one is going to make a much nicer blog post comparing to the one that ChatGPT is creating directly here. You can see. So that is the tactic that I think you can use. So firstly, you're asking the agent to creating a .markdown file, then you download it, and then perhaps that you can have. Oh wait, so hey, why don't you let me add a Google Drive? Do we have a Google Drive connection? Or if we don't, we can also try. So we can add a new Google Drive connection, and I will just link to Google Drive using this one, and I will sign in. I'm choosing the account. I will check connection data. I will connect to my account. Continue. I will copy this MCP server URL, come back to here, paste here, and Google Drive, AgenticFlow AI, and I add MCP server. But this one looks strange, right? It is a bit different comparing to previously. Oh, I think PyTree would change something. That is causing some of the existing connection is not working, but the new connection is not working anymore. Claude. Wait, why? It's quite strange. I think we need to fix something in order to make it work again on this part. Interesting. Yeah, but anyway, so basically you can creating a file .md file, and then you can use the existing MCP connection or maybe the MCP connection that we already have. Oh wait, I think we don't need to using their MCP. We can also have the Composio MCP server. Let's go here, go into Composio, and then get started and log in. Continue. Okay, I have Gmail, calendar, and blah blah. Let me search for Drive. Yeah, Google Drive. They have Google Drive. So I will connect account. Connect. Choosing this one. Continue. Continue. Close. Okay. Let's view server. Okay. Let's create a server. Okay. Next. Important. Next. What is that? Tool provide. Where the hell is the pass file? Okay, I just using upload file only. Okay. So we're just using this one, and we go into HTTP stream and copy. Okay. Let's go into AgenticFlow, go into MCP server, wait, connection, and then go into MCP server connection, create connection. Let's say Composio, Google Drive, shown by Composio. Transport, choose streamable HTTP, paste here, and connect. Right. Let's come back to our agent, edit, add this MCP, Google Drive, MCP. Should be the last one. No. Okay. Add this one. Okay, it have two field tool. Upload. Let me add here. Okay. Please upload this file to my Drive folder. Okay, it will call the Google Drive upload file. What is the error? Because this file, actually this file is kind of like, it's not a real file. It is still in memory. So that's why when they are uploading the file into Google Drive, they will have some problem. Yeah, this is interesting. So we have a new scenario on this part. But anyway, so I think I go a bit too far from this one. So originally, I would like to show everyone that URL context by Google is something that you should definitely use in order to appending multiple URL of file or different things, image and web and data file, including like XML or CSV, JSON, text file, and so on, in order to make your agent will be ingress those information more effectively. And this is something that definitely Google was having us to provide. Then definitely we need to make the best out of it, right? So I hope that with this one you can have some good use of this part. Yeah, PDF, image, of course, and finally is web and also data. Cool. All right, I think that's it for today. For this one, apologize for the MCP server. I think ChatGPT is just too slow. Even we connect to it already, but in order to make it a good use, but however, we need to experimenting more. But I think URL context, which is the second one that I demo to everyone, is something that's very useful. For me personally, because when I build the workflow to sell to some of the enterprise customer, I think using this one is saving me a lot of time. Instead of like just downloading and scrapping different file, I just dump everything into one single prompt. So I think that is something that is good for me, and I hope that it can also be good for you as well. And let's talk about the roadmap. But before that, I'm going to build here. Yeah. So thanks, Mr. PC man. I hope this URL context is helpful for you, and because this is by Google, and they build it in a way that is really useful in order to synthesize different information. So I hope that this is something that I can make a good use of here. And for October, I think what we are going to do is we are going to make it more polishing on some of the feature that we are currently have, but fix some bug, and perhaps that we also demoing some of new MAS feature as well. All right, I think that's it for today. Thanks for staying until the very end. And if you have any question, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, I think we can close up the meeting of today. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I think we can close it today. Thanks, Andre. Thanks, Lester Todd, and thank Mr. PC Man for staying until the very end. I know that is quite not prepared well from my side, but I will trying to prepare it better next time, and perhaps that we can also shorten the office hour as well, so because you also have something else to do as well. Right? All right, good. So have a good day, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye. Oh, Rajesh, I just see you now. Yeah, I think on the part of like you can watch later on the YouTube. We're also uploading this one up, and if you have any question, just comment. We will also fix this as well. Okay, we'll see you.